Loving blessings, welcome. I am the magical medium. Welcome to this spiritual guidance channel. This is a very special pick-a-pile reading. This is a bonus reading, if you will. This reading is all about love. Loving messages of support from Spirit. Now, normally, I put up cards or items for you to choose from to pick your pile. As of right this moment, I have no idea how Spirit is going to have me set it up in the description box. So, by the time you hear this, it's already in there. So, without any further ado, you can either go down and pick the pile according to the number, maybe according to, I don't know if it's going to be an emoji. I have no idea what's going to be there. I have no idea. Or just for some reason you're just pulled to a particular pile, but you don't know why. And I don't know if it's going to be just one card or more than one card per pile. I have no idea how many piles or cards there will be. So here is pile number 1. You can go down to the timestamps if you know. If not, if you're pile number 1, feel free to stay here because this is your message, pile number 1. Your loving message from Spirit is, the moment I am willing to change, it is amazing how the universe brings me what I need. So this is for the month of February. February is the month of love. It's many things, but it is the month of love. Because on Valentine's Day, we take one day, and it's not just a Hallmark holiday. It's a love holiday. It's a day to celebrate love. And I know that we should celebrate love every single day, but that's just another reminder for us on that day to love ourselves a little bit more, to love each other a little bit more, and to carry that energy on with us as we move forward, to amplify that loving energy. So, the moment that you're willing to change, let's put this here for now, okay? The moment I am willing to change, it is amazing how the universe brings me what I need. Notice how the word amazing is just poking out there a little bit. It's even in a different font, right? Because we are the captains of our own ship. We decide. If things aren't going good for you, Spirit is saying that they lovingly support you to make the changes that you need to bring you what you want from the universe. And every one of these has like a flip side message. And this one says, I trust myself and the process of life. So you need to trust yourself. Love yourself, trust yourself, love yourself, trust yourself. Love and trust go hand in hand, don't they? So see that love above you? You got love twice. You got love twice. So love yourself, trust yourself, and allow these changes to unfold naturally. I'm not sure which one's going to be posted first, but I did a really awesome, fun reading. It was actually a message to the collective from Spirit, and then there were 4 piles to choose from. It was a pick-a-pile as well for the blessed new moon in Aquarius, the Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year, February. There's so many things. Year of the Tiger. There's so many things. So I'm not sure which one they're going to have me post first, but I will put the links to both in each reading so that you can find each other, because there's a pile in there that's very similar to this. So this is the month of love. And Spirit is sending you loving support and letting you know that they got your back. They're under your feet. They're above your head. They're pulling you forward. They're holding you up from behind. They got you. You will not fall. Take the leap. You know what's interesting? I literally just noticed that right here in the L, that wasn't there a minute ago. And I'm like, oh yeah, because I didn't want to put that up there because it was so heavy, right? It's like brass. And I didn't trust myself. And it knocked over and fell in the candle. And I just realized that the wax got on there. But see, even that was meant to show you that, you know, does that mean I was just going to give up and be like, I'm not going to do the reading? It's like, no, it just means I needed to trust spirit and trust myself that it was fine the way it was. But I had to try and control it and maneuver it. And sometimes we just need to go with the flow of life. So for the month of February, you know, we are starting out in the new moon of Aquarius. Aquarius is an air sign, but they are called the water bringers. Whenever you watch this, it's timeless, of course, as is the other readings, all readings that we do, me meaning myself and other readers. But, you know, this month we're also going to transfer over to the Piscean energy, which is water. And we are in the year of Tiger, which is also the water tiger. And it's interesting because it hasn't been the water tiger for 60 years. And 2022 comes out to the number 6. And the Cincinnati Bengals, which are tigers, are in the Super Bowl. So there's some really cool stuff going on in the month of February. So just ride the wave of love and luck. Let things process. Don't try and push it too hard. Just go with the flow. Live in your light. Let's see if there are any more messages for you. Pile number 1. Spirit, do we have any more messages for pile number 1? Nope. Those are your messages. So you are card number 1. Thank you so much for being here. All of my information is in the description box below if you would like to book a personal session with me or donate anything to the tribe, or even if you would like to join our personal group. We have a little, it's kind of like an underground railroad, so to speak, but kind of like the reading that I did today. I do that for the tribe, where we check in, we do a monthly check-in at the beginning of the new moon, and then with the first quarter moon, the full moon, and the last quarter moon, we do a more in-depth reading for the collective tribe. It's on a donation basis. It's $5 or more. That's for the whole month. Okay, if you're interested in that, you just email me at themagickalmedium@gmail.com. Otherwise, just keep coming back, liking, subscribing, commenting, just sending good energy my way. That's a beautiful exchange of energy as well. I'll see you next time. Blessed be. Aho. Bye. Welcome, pile number 2. What's going on with you? Look at that. Look at how when I look up, we've got a frog, we've got an owl. Oh, we've got a crescent moon over there. We also have a green onyx. The word hope. Goddess Mother energy. I feel like your pile wanted to look around. So, you know what? That's a message from Spirit to remind you to love yourself. And I had a feeling some type of owl energy was going to come in today, but I'm going to bring this back down so we can focus on you. If you're called to those animals, to the owl or to the frog spirit medicine, then by all means, please research them. If not, they were just giving you a little hello and some words of support. That's what these messages are. February is the month of love, and loving yourself first is the number 1 thing. So as I'm talking gently and lovingly to this pile, I just want to let you know that Spirit, this is a bonus reading. This isn't one of the moon readings. This was, even though it's on the new moon in Aquarius and it's a very special day, it's Chinese New Year, we are in a new lunar year. There's so much awesome things happening today. I just want you to remember, and Spirit wanted to remind you, that love is where it's at. Self-love is where it's at. So, for the month of February, their loving, supporting message to you is, and this is the mantra they want you to take for yourself, so even if you want to do a screenshot, it says, I attract prosperity with ease. I constantly receive incredible gifts from life. This is your mantra. This is your loving mantra for February from Spirit. And I'll tell you, that's a pretty nice one. So remember to love yourself. Love yourself first. Keep up with these beautiful positive affirmations. I will see if I can find a link for it if Spirit reminds me to do it. But there is a beautiful angel named Clair, but without the E, C-L-A-I-R, Summer. Clair Summer. She just started a new channel that is positive affirmations. And so far, I don't know what other affirmations they're going to do, but I've been following her as Lumiere for a long time, and she does love readings. Oh, she has so many wonderful things. She has decks and just a lovely, 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 beautiful soul. Anyway, I'm hearing from Spirit that you would do really well with hearing affirmations, maybe subliminally while you sleep. Maybe it's while you're doing yoga. You know, the great thing is there's music behind it. So it's, you know, it can give you a flow maybe when you're going for a walk through the woods. But these are the kind of mantras that Spirit wants you to keep saying over and over. I attract prosperity with ease. And that's one mantra, okay? The second mantra is I constantly receive incredible gifts from life. And now we've got a bonus on the flip side here. It is I say yes to opportunity and abundance. Yes. Oh, I like this for you. I like this for you. So I'm getting this vibe like it needs to be perfect, like in the middle. Spirit would really like you to stop that. Part of loving yourself is allowing yourself to make mistakes. I understand the control issue, especially right now with there's so much fear-based energy that's being thrown everywhere. Stay in your love bubble, wherever that is. Your love bubble is your most important place. And you can always come back to this message or Claire's messages or any other loving messages that you find. Anything that makes you feel good, that makes you feel happy. You know, for the month of February, maybe make a pact with yourself that you will not say one negative thing about yourself or somebody else. Maybe watch Hallmark love movies every day. You know, they are cheesy, but you know, if you look past I know some of it's like all these like kind of perfect materialism. I had a hard time with them, but now I realize, no, they're just loving messages. They're, you know, if you look past the commercialism of it, right? But you look at that, it's all about love. And, you know, people are like, that's not realistic. It's like, it is realistic. And I feel like this energy feels very light and very like, I love you so much, Pile 2. And Spirit does too. And they want you to remember to just keep saying yes to opportunity and abundance, loving yourself, looking out for yourself, not concerning yourself with what other people are doing or what they're saying. You know what I mean? I saw something recently or heard something recently where the woman said, you know, whatever people think about you is none of your business. And I love that because it's so true. It really isn't. Because 9 out of 10, they don't really know you anyway. Or they're judging you on something about you that they wish they could be more like. Especially if you're more sprite-like and fairy-like and you carry this really beautiful, loving energy inside of you. Some people, they just want to squash that. And that's not really nice, but you know, that's not your problem, right? That's theirs. So that's exactly why they say what they think of you is none of your business, because it's also none of your business and it's not your problem. It's not, you know, just keep doing you, bringing your loving, beautiful energy into the world. That's all you need to do. And if you need to take a screenshot of this, take a screenshot of this, you know, keep it on your phone, remind yourself to love yourself. And say yes to opportunity and abundance. Okay, and then this one too. Make sure to, you know, this is so important. These 2 affirmations. Get a screenshot of that. I attract prosperity with ease, and I constantly receive incredible gifts from life. Let's see if there's any more messages. No, those are your messages, Pile 2. Those are your beautiful, loving messages from Spirit, and I love you too. All of my information is in the description box below if you would like to book a one-on-one session with me, or if you'd like to donate to the tribe. And also, I'm doing a kind of like Underground Railroad spiritual group. I tried doing things with Patreon and Zoom and nothing really felt right. So what I'm doing is, if you would like to be part of our little private group, it's $5 donation, and it's by donation, but it's a $5 minimum, and that's for the whole month. And you don't have to do it all the time either. You could do it one time, and then you're forever on the list. And then that's like between you and Spirit, you know, or maybe we can do an exchange of energy somehow. Maybe you're an artist and you're like, hey, I did this beautiful artwork for you. Thank you so much for your guidance. And can I send this to you? You know, yes, I love doing trade. If it's nothing that you know, works for my family or myself, then I just say, then throw $5 my way, you know? It's just, it's a way to keep my lights on and to keep us all going in that kind of energy of love and support of one another. You know, if not, then you just keep coming back for these pick-a-pow readings because they're free, you know? So I love you. Spirit loves you. And just remember, it's not about money. It's about the exchange of energy. I attract prosperity with ease. I constantly receive incredible gifts from life. I used to not think that I was worthy either. And then I realized, you know what? I am worthy of abundance. I do constantly receive incredible gifts from life. And once you become part of a tribe like the tribe that we have now, there's about 8 or 9 of us. Every so often, somebody just sends me $5 or $20 or they send me a gift in the mail, you know? And it's a really cool, fun thing. And it supports my life too. So don't be afraid of loving yourself. Don't be afraid of putting yourself out there. And do not be afraid of putting mantras out into the world like this, because the more you say it, the more it naturally comes to you. Until next time, you guys, I love you so much. All my information's in the description box below, and I'll see you next time. Blessed be. Aho. Bye. Welcome, card 3. You may be different, but so far pile 1 and pile 2 were just cards, so it really is just a pick of cards so far. So these are loving, supporting messages from Spirit in the month of love, the month of February. How to love yourself cards. This is such a great oracle deck. I highly recommend, if you are struggling in any way of loving yourself or loving others right now with so much, you know, chaos and a lot of strife and anger has been going around on the planet. So if you're having a tough time right now, then I highly urge that you get this deck for yourself. It's not very expensive. I think I got it on Amazon a few years ago. I usually try to get free shipping, like 25 or more is free shipping if you spend 25 or more. But unless you're like a Prime or whatever, I don't order enough to do that. But anyway, I think it was somewhere between $12 and $15, and they're worth their weight in gold because there's so many beautiful affirmations in this deck. I don't remember how many cards are in there, but a lot. There's quite a lot, and they're double-sided, which is really kind of cool. So let's see what your message is. Card number 3, pile number 3. I guess we'll see. Oh, and this was upside down, and I wondered, I asked Spirit if things were upside down, were we going to honor that? And so I heard or felt a really heavy energy. So it says, I use my words and thoughts as tools to shape my future. And since it's in reverse, I'm getting the vibe from Spirit that you do not do that actually, and that you need a good pep talk now and again, especially from yourself. This deck is the Love Yourself deck, right? This is all about loving yourself. So Spirit is saying it's time for you to, you know, if you were drawn to any other piles before this, I highly recommend you go and watch it. But I really recommend, and also I'll put some, like, as my birthday sister says, little Easter eggs in the description box below for a few links from some other healers that I just really love and have been providing me with some really great guidance and supportive, loving wisdom lately. So affirmations are really important, and I've been noticing that lately that my energy field is shifting, and that whenever a dark thought comes into my mind, I look at it, I see it for what it is, and I suddenly change it around into a positive thought to myself. Now, sometimes a dark thought might come in because we need to work through something, and that's okay. You don't want to ignore it, but it's different if it's a negative dark thought that is something that's like society-based or from, you know, other people and, you know, friends, family, teachers, you know, coworkers, boss, somebody who maybe made you feel less than, or they say unkind, not so loving words. And so I'm getting from Spirit is that it's okay to recognize it, but then you need to recognize that you are a beautiful, loving being. You have a right to be here. You are a light worker. You are a spirit warrior. You're a loving being. I'm feeling a lot of angelic energy from this pile. So do not let other people's thoughts and words create or shape your future. That is an inside job. It is literally nobody else's job to bring love, light, and happiness into your life but yours. And if you are around people who are bringing you down, then Spirit is saying it's time for you to look at your life and say, what is working? What is not working? Also, on the flip side of this card, we have another message, and it says, life is very simple. I create my experiences by my thinking and feeling patterns. What I believe about myself and about life becomes true for me. So you may want to take a screenshot, and I'll flip it over. Let me get it in focus. If you want to take a screenshot of that, and then I will also do, I'll flip it over on the other side again and take a screenshot of that, because these are mantras. If it has a period at the end of the sentence, they are mantras. Life is very simple. It is. And Spirit wants you to come at it from a loving energy, because that's what they're saying to you. They're saying lovingly, life is very simple. I create my experiences by my thinking and feeling patterns. What I believe about myself and about life becomes true for me. So who are you? Are you a dragon slayer? Are you a writer that wants to write fantasy novels, but maybe you want to bring that fantasy into your reality? You know how you do that? You start by putting things around you to create your fantasy world. Maybe you're somebody who's very straight-laced, and maybe that when you were a kid you were into that, but now you're like, no, I'm a lawyer, I can't think of such things, and your house is, very beige, cream, light colors, everything's very stoic, very simple, which is lovely. Life is very simple, and that is a lovely way to live. But maybe you want to bring in some other things that are playful, that are fun. I have a present for you. I have a friend. It's my puppet. This is Patience Golden Rainbow, because sometimes we have to play, and we have to be playful, right? We have to be playful. We have to have our toys, and then we have our untoy things, right? We have our, I've got essential oils, I've got, you know what I mean? But it's really about bringing that part of you back that wants to be there. I'm going to go to the other side so you can take another screenshot for this mantra. I use my words and thoughts as tools to shape my future. And also, maybe it's time to shift jobs. I just was watching on one of those tiny home makeover shows this couple from Chicago, and it was a really great episode, and they were saying how they had, they'd been saving all this money and, to have this kind of perfect, life and future. And they realized both of them were miserable in their jobs, and they just built this world for themselves. And they were surprised how easily it came. And he's like, so far so good. He's like, we're having a really good time. And, and even that may change in the future. But there they are, shaping their future. They're deciding how their life is going to go, right? And maybe if you're somebody who can't do it by yourself, find a person, whether it is a partner. You can manifest that partner into your life if you want a romantic partner, or just having a really good friend that you're like, hey, could we, live in a different, maybe you're paying a lot of money to live by yourself, but you want to downsize your life. Be like, hey, buddy, you want to get an apartment with me? Someone who shares your interests, right? That you can support and shape your futures together. But using your words and your thoughts towards that future is very important. Don't look at things as like, when I retire, when I get older, I need to save money now. No, live in the now. Live in the now, man. Live in the now, because now is literally all we have. And love is what we come from. Love is what we are. So loving yourself and using loving and kind words towards yourself That's how you will shape the future that you really want. Okay, you guys, all of my information is in the description box below. I'll see you next time. Blessed be. Oh, bye. Okay, let's see. Pile number 3. Pile number 3. Are we going to do a pile number 3? I don't know. Some cards fell. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so this is pile number 4. And look at how it's got that little burn mark on the top. Interesting. So your mantra, your loving mantra from Spirit is, it is safe for me to look within. Each time I look deeper into myself, I will find incredibly beautiful treasures. So this is the month of February, the month of love. It's not just a Hallmark holiday. It's not about gifts. Love is love, and it should get a month. There are so many beautiful things that we're celebrating in the month of February, but I'm also focusing on love and Valentine's Day and how loving ourselves first and having the most intimate, deep, loving relationship with ourselves is the most important thing that we can do. So Spirit wants you to know that they have your back. In loving support, they want you to know it's safe to look within now. Because each time you do, you look deeper into yourself. You find out more wonderful things about yourself. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, for the whole month of February is not to say one negative thing about yourself. Not one. And if you find yourself saying something negative, then Spirit would like you to turn it into a positive in any way, shape, or form. And they're showing me, I had a day like this once, recently actually, where like anything that could go wrong was going wrong, to the point where you're like, is there a camera following me? Is this a joke? But you know, finally I just succumbed and I laughed, because I was like, you know what? It could have been worse. This could have happened. That could have happened. And I laughed it off. And sometimes you can't laugh it off. I've been there. Sometimes you got to cry it off, and that's okay too. But these are your mantras. These are your mantras right here. Take a screenshot of it. Keep it on your phone. Look at it. We've been getting a lot of mantras. The other, we did another reading. I did another reading today for the collective and for the tribe. They had me do kind of like a mixed reading of a collective reading and a pick-a-pile reading. I'm not sure which one will be posted first, but I'll put both links for each other so you can follow them. But we use the energy oracle for that, and that was for the new moon and Chinese New Year and the Lunar New Year and February and all that, la la la, and the tiger. It was awesome. So definitely check it out. But a lot of mantras today, because also in the energy oracle they have affirmations. So affirmations, mantras, very, very vital right now. So the month of February, Spirit wants us to look within and look to love. It is safe for me to look within. That's a mantra. That's an affirmation. It is safe for me to look within. Don't be afraid to find what you're going to find. And you know, loving yourself is releasing the toxic energy or the toxic people or the toxic memories. Look, sometimes we have to look at a memory 80 times before we can see it from the place of teaching, where we can see it from the place of love and forgiveness, where we can look at the challenge and say, wow, I learned so much from that. And each time I look deeper into myself, I will find incredibly beautiful treasures. Because we are not the sum of all of our deeds. We are not all of our past lives, even though they lie within us, even though the answers, woo, Freudian slip, I was going to say the ancestors, woo, lie deep within us, right? And the ancestors support those answers. We are breaking those chains. That's why I've been calling it kind of like the Underground Railroad, the spirit group that I have going on right now. Because I realized, I'm like, this isn't about having a middleman. I don't want Patreon or Zoom or whatever. It's like, if you want to be part of our Underground Railroad tribe, please reach out to me to themagickalmedium@gmail.com. It is by a donation basis. It's $5. It's just $5. And that could be a one-time fee. It could be a reoccurring. It's up to you. If you're meant to be in our tribe, Spirit will let me know. Sometimes people aren't ready, and that's okay too. It does not mean anything against you. It just means right now there's about, I think, 9 of us. I haven't counted again recently. And we are intensive. We've been working together, a lot of us, for a long time, at different modes in different ways, but we've all been working kind of on the same thing at the same pace. So we're just at the same level of consciousness. And if that feels right to you, if you feel drawn to that, please welcome. We welcome you to come in. And if we say no once, it doesn't mean no, that you're not ready. You know, it just means right now. Okay, so this isn't about that. This is about going inward and finding that love for yourself, that true, real love for yourself. Now, with each card, we have a message on the back too, so I'm going to go to the flip side of this card. And it says, my inner world is peaceful. Wow, that's a beautiful mantra. My inner world is peaceful. So for those of you who, if you were drawn to this pile, I'm getting the vibe that you guys are really, really powerful light workers. And, you know, you're like, where do I fit in? I don't fit in with these people. I don't fit in with those people. Sometimes you're meant to walk alone for a long time. That has happened to me. Also, it also could mean that it's time for you to shift your community or shift your practice. Spirit is pulling me down to show you to love yourself. It could be that you're not there yet. You need to really work on loving yourself unconditionally. You do not need to be perfect. Perfect is underrated, isn't real. There's no such thing. The only thing that we're perfect at is being perfectly imperfect. That's it. So let your inner world be peaceful, because you don't owe anybody anything. Take a screenshot of this if you need to remind yourself to love yourself. Spirit said, if you only loved yourself as much as we love you, you would never question anything ever again. Roll with the punches, roll with the changes. I'm not sure if the reading I did earlier for the tribe and the pick-a-paw reading that we did with the energy oracles, I'm not sure which one's going to, go first, but definitely work with these loving energies, with these mantras. No more excuses. This is a brand new year. It's a brand new lunar year. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's so powerful, the energy that we have right now. And whenever you watch this, it's timeless. But in real time right now, it's like I am like succumbed to the beautiful energy of the new moon in Aquarius right now. And Aquarians are so beautiful. I love Aquarius energy. And now when I say that, some people, they're rising, their moon, whatever. It may not be Aquarius, but research the Aquarian energy itself. They're the water bringers. They're the truth seekers. They get up and try again. No matter how many times, they just keep going. They keep going. They keep going. They're strong. They're powerful. Connect with the Aquarian energy. Look into the Aquarian energy. Not necessarily Aquarius, right? Of a person or a sign. It's about the Aquarian energy. We are in the age of Aquarius. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will rule the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Do you hear me, beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful pile 4, card 4. Do you hear this? These are your messages, beautiful souls. Until next time, all of my information is in the description box below. I love you so much. Blessed be. Aho.